Ron's fault. Why is Cole's white viewed differently than Drake's white?
Easy, because niggas are stupid. That's the easiest question of the day. Niggas is stupid. I ask that all the time. Niggas is stupid. They both have a white mom and
a was white recently.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
They both have they both have a white mom and that
they grew up with,
and a half absent father. Drake's dad was around. Drake's dad was around way more than Cole's dad was around.
Yeah, Cole's dad wasn't around. He had his stepdad.
All right, so there you go.
Yeah,
Cole's dad was
stepdad
around.
His stepdad was semi around too. So
yeah, right.
And they just got cool not too long.
Drugs.
Here's
crazy
the
associate drugs with black people.
Cole's mom wasn't on drugs either. She drank a lot. But
I thought he was rapping about his mom being. It was just drinking. Hey, I can't relate. Okay.
Here's the difference.
He got dreads.
Miss Sandra did a little bit better. That's it.
Yeah, her son was an actor, so it hurts him. No matter how you look at it, it hurts him.
Well, that was $50K a year that added to the house.
I love Degrassi.
No. I'm saying that household with just Sandra and Aubrey did a little bit better than Miss Jermaine and his brother, and they just did a little bit better.
Does you mean financially?
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing.
A little bit. Yeah, you're right. Cole wasn't like that though. Our intro to Cole was he's coming up under Jay-Z. He has this nigga that he thinks is next. Our intro to Drake for a lot of niggas, not y'all maybe, but for a lot of people, was Degrassi. And no matter how you look at that shit, hey, that's that nigga from Degrassi. He is nice. That's literally what I said. This nigga actually can rap. He's nice because he was the star of the show. So the fact that he actually went stop. I watched Degrassi. Degrassi
still is the star of the show.
Hold on. Niggas watched Degrassi to see the storyline of Jimmy. That's real shit. We did. We watched for blacks, nigga. We watched for Hazel and Jimmy. Stop. Yes, nigga, don't play with me. I watch that weekly. However, all I'm saying is our intro to this nigga was like, and then for him to go with Wayne, usually you'll see like a pop, like an actor or somebody try to link with a rapper to do like a little weak ass record, and it's just like, oh, they try to make a little record with so and so, and it didn't really work. The shit fucking worked. Like, it just worked, nigga. Like, it just didn't make sense how this nigga was going the way he was going. He actually can rap and he can sing, and he took the fuck off. So that's who we have now. But none of us seen that. We saw the nigga in the wheelchair, said, fuck it, I'm about to rap, and we about to see what's going to happen. That's the difference.
Corey, you my nigga, and I love you.
Go ahead.
Everything you just said has nothing to do with either one of their blackness. That's nothing to do with it.
How?
No, but I get what Corey's saying. I think.
Let me elaborate. Fuck that. No, I'm gonna say it. The reason why it matters is he's a light skinned ass nigga off of Degrassi. The way niggas. Listen, what I'm saying. The light skinned nigga off of acting off of a fucking Nickelodeon show, a noggin show. To be real, you see that. You see what type of show it is. It's not a black show. It's a Canadian white show. That's what it is. So you see it and you're like, okay, that's our first introduction to him. Our introductory to Cole was fucking Jay-Z's putting on this little nigga. We didn't know. No one's looking at Cole like, oh, he's half white. He got a little light-skinned nigga that I thought he was from New York until you actually start listening to his music. I got a little nigga with waves. Talking about a nice watch that's under me. That's my protege. That's the next one. So we're looking at him from black eyes, nigga, like that's a nigga. We're looking at Drake as that's a nigga. We're looking at him as that's an actor that Young Money's fucking with, and it's working for whatever reason. It's just different, bro.
Huh?
Completely different.
So there are no black actors?
Okay, let's do this. I love when Corral tries to do this. I love when you try to get dismissive and play dumb. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
You said you looking at him like he's
no black actors. I said that. I said there's no black actors within the context of what we're speaking of. I'm alluding to if there being no black actors. Let's answer that question. Yes or no?
Yes. You said you're looking at him. You're saying
no black actors.
You're saying that people don't look at him as black because they look at him as an actor from the black.
Okay, so let me get deeper on that. So when we first were introduced to Drake behind the scenes, the first when they did the little Cribs episode and they took you to his house, there was no niggas. It was his mom. This is my mom. Hi, I'm Aubrey. I'm here. My mom made me a tuna sandwich. I don't really want a tuna sandwich. Niggas didn't talk like that. We didn't get that from Cole. The first thing we heard from Cole was whatever the fuck his first record is. I always say Mr. Nice Watch. Whatever the first thing we heard from Cole is, that's Jay's nigga. Everything that Jay did was nigga related. Nigga fucking related. We did not look at this nigga, Aubrey Graham from Degrassi, as one of us. We did not see that. This nigga just started getting accepted as one of us. That's real shit. Let's not act like there wasn't a whole campaign of niggas trying to portray him as a fucking blackface wearing ass nigga. Let's not try to act like he never felt like he was ostracized from the black community, the rap community. Let's not act like that's not a thing. Why do we act dismissive and act like, oh, I never seen that, and then try to do some bullshit and say you're alluding to the fact that there's no black actors? I said nothing about that. Not at all.
First of all, we have to stop assuming everybody's introduction to Drake is your introduction to Drake.
Did I say that? Did I say that? I said a lot of us.
A lot of niggas' introduction to Drake is best I ever had.
I said a lot of us. I never said that, and even then, I'm still not looking at him like that's one of us, nigga. I'm still not.
How not?
I'm just not.
I'm asking. Okay, I'm asking.
I'm just not. Because when you go look up the artist, so when you hear about an artist, you fuck with him, especially during
you watched the video, right?
Look him up? Did you not? Let me ask you a question before you ask me a question, right? So when you hear art, yes, sir, it's crazy. When you hear artists for the first time and you fuck with them, do you not look them up and do research, especially during them days? Did you not look up like who's this nigga?
Yeah, but I knew who he was. I knew who he was. So I understand what you're saying. I knew him as Jimmy, my baby boy. Well, he's my oldest now, but my son at the time let me listen to a song, and this guy named Drake. Best I ever had as a song. I'm like, damn, this shit is tough. I love this record. On a little MP3 player, this big. I researched him. I'm like, oh, this nigga, I know this nigga. I know that's the nigga from Degrassi. That's the wheelchair nigga. My son, his first introductory is best I ever had. He didn't know the nigga was on Degrassi. Now he's a little boy in Phoenix, Arizona. Not a lot of culture, not a lot of TV privileges, right? Badass. He's my son. Badass. I'm like, oh, and I put two and two together. Then immediately after best I ever had, Ye directs the video. The Wayne cosign. It's all unanimous. There's a lot. So for me, it's like, that's the blackest way you could go. You went through fucking New Orleans. That's the blackest.
But the question is, why do more people look at him as less black than Cole, right?
Because he's successful.
So was Cole ever on the show? Did we ever see Cole on a? Okay,
no, he went to college.
But did we ever see niggas go to college too? Are you saying that niggas don't go to college?
No, I'm saying everybody goes to college.
Oh, okay. So have we ever seen Cole on a TV show on Noggin or Nickelodeon?
No.
Wouldn't you say that more people in the world might have seen Drake from Noggin prior to him doing music, as opposed to Cole prior to him doing music?
No, it's not a big show.
Wait, no, hold on. Nobody said it was a big show. Is there a portion of people that seen Drake first on Degrassi?
Is there a portion? Yes, because one person is a portion.
Has there ever been a portion of people to ever see Cole prior to him doing anything besides music? That said, this nigga. Is there anybody that said that's J. Cole, that's Jermaine Cole before music? So that's the point that I'm fucking making. There's a portion of people, there's a group of people. Never once did I say everyone's introduction to Drake was mine. Never did I say that. I said there's a lot of people. That's all I said. It was a lot of people. I'm a nigga in Arizona watching a Canadian show. There's a lot of fucking people that knew fucking Wheelchair Jimmy, nigga. That was a thing. It was a legit thing. Remember fucking, what was that shit? MySpace? Shit was a thing, nigga.
Yeah, Wheelchair Jimmy's a black kid too, though. That's the disconnect me and you are having. So you can speak. No. It has nothing. No one's getting angry. I'm speaking with passion, so it has nothing to do with being loud. You could talk as quiet and calm as you want to try to elicit a fucking whatever intent you're trying to give. Like you're calm and you're more relaxed, and my shit is dismissive because I'm more passionate. You can do that. That doesn't give you any more credence to anything that you're saying, anything less than what I'm saying. The point that I'm making is simple. The simple point is it's a white show. There's mad black people on white shows. You know when it's a black show, when there's black actors on a black show. That's a mad token nigga on a white show. So he's coming from a white show on a white broadcasted channel where I'm like, oh, that's that little nigga. That's him. Never looking at that. I've never looked at that nigga as one of us. Never. And I don't mind it. That doesn't make me like his music any less. Doesn't make me think he's less of a nigga, less of trash. He's just not. I've never looked at him like, oh, he been through the same shit. His music don't resonate with me of the same struggle. I just don't. Girl problems, yes. The issues that he talks about is not the same issues that Cole talks about. When Cole talks about shit, it sounds like he's talking about the struggle that niggas go through.
I don't hear Aubrey making songs like that. I can't relate to that aspect.
Because
when he makes this
struggle. He only can rap. He only.
Do you think more niggas resonate to Cole struggle than? Do you think more niggas resonate to Cole struggle or Drake struggle?
What's your definition of niggas? You talking about black people or niggas that's from where I'm from?
Blacks, people of African American descent.
There's a lot. There's the reason why Drake is far more popular and far more world selling than Jermaine Cole is. There's a portion of black people who don't live like Jermaine's mom and my mom.
How many?
Let me land. There's a
did you just let me land, or did you just jump in and start saying your shit though? But go ahead.
This was originally my take. This is me saying that people look at Drake different because his mom did better, and you went on a soliloquy. I never
asked the fucking question and I got answered. What are you talking about? You said why do niggas look at? Did you not say why do niggas look at? Isn't that the premise of the question? Who said why niggas? Oh well, fuck it. My bad. Whatever.
All I'm saying is Drake's financial situation in Toronto was a little better or a lot better. A little better than J. Cole's in Fayetteville. So because niggas.
No, it's me. Go ahead.
No, I don't think it should. Because niggas equate being a nigga to struggle, which is the dumbest thing in the world, because there's black people all across the world who don't struggle or who don't live as bad as I grew up. So me and Cole grew up similar with a struggle. Drake grew up in what people would call lower mid-income, whatever. What's the phrase I'm looking for?
You just said
lower. Drake grew up lower middle class. So they grew up in a house, but there wasn't a lot of clothes and shoes. But there was a car, but there wasn't. And then she got sick, so money, and now he's working and he's making 50 grand, which was more than my motherfucking mom was making. Right? No disrespect, mom. Right? But they don't live like he said in his records. I don't live as good as my friends, but then when I go to Memphis with my dad, they tease me because I live better than all of them. So I think people don't resonate with him because they equate black and struggle. And I don't equate black with struggle. There's millions of black families that grew up.
You literally had a whole argument about systemic racism and how it causes niggas to make decisions. And we have to understand why niggas kill niggas. Because niggas grow up and okay.
You do. But that doesn't mean you could look at a black man and say, man, that nigga not one of us because he don't struggle. I think that's insane.
I don't think that's what I was saying.
I'm not saying that's what you're saying, nigga. This is not about you. I'm answering Versus' question to why people don't receive Drake as black as J. Cole when their DNA structure is the exact same. Because niggas equate black with struggle. I am not niggas. I don't equate black with struggle. So because Drake grew up better, and that's subjective too. He grew up he grew up with a little more money than Jermaine, whether it's because his mom only had one kid and Jermaine's mom had two kids, whatever the reasoning is. He wasn't in a trailer park because he grew up a little bit better. Niggas accept niggas accept Jermaine's struggle before this nigga middle class. This nigga had an Acura when he was in high school. This nigga had friends and like that's how they look at him. Like, oh, this nigga's he's always been good.
Trying to find I just feel like niggas always obscure the obvious to find what they. I hate when something is like there, but it's like I'm not gonna look at that. I'm gonna find my reasoning because I'm different, or like. It's not an obvious understanding of like why people look at them niggas different. Like me personally, I just don't feel like it's that big of a conversation. Like I just feel like just look at it, the way they're presented, their stories, where they originated from. That's why. Like
we just said the same thing in different words. We just said the exact same.
Not really. I don't.
So when you say Drake, when you say you never seen Drake as one of us, what do you mean? You grew up rough or you grew up good?
I never grew up good. No.
Okay, so you saying you resonate with J. Cole because he grew up the way you grew up?
No, I resonate with J. Cole because his stories matched what my shit was.
We just said this again. We're saying the same thing, and you're saying no because it feels good to you to say no. So you can relate. You can relate to how J. Cole
it
grew
doesn't
up.
feel bad. It doesn't feel bad to say no.
I never said it feel bad to say no. I literally said you're saying no because it feels good to you to say no.
I know, because it doesn't feel good to say yes.
All right.
Figuratively.
So you can relate to Jermaine more than you can relate to Drake when they rap about their come up.
I can relate less to Drake than I relate to J. Cole.
Okay. So now you're doing it on purpose, but we're literally saying the same thing, which is awesome.
No, we're speaking similarly, which is great.
I'm saying that line of thinking is fucking stupid because nobody's less black or more black because their mom has less money or more money. He has a white mom and he has a white mom. He has a black dad and he has a black dad. If you look at them differently, that's because you resonate with blackish struggle, and I don't know what this nigga is doing, but he not. I can't relate to a middle class family.
Replace less with different. Does that sentence still mean the same thing?
Yes.
So you don't think
my blackness is not defined by how I grow up. Either I'm black or I'm not, and he has a black dad, so he's black. There's nothing else to talk about. This is crazy.
If we're gonna sit here and act like there is like the black kids that grow up in like Scottsdale, like they their entire life, like they grew up in Scottsdale, from the kids that grew up in
the Carlton Banks,
the West Side
niggas.
Yeah, we're not gonna act like we don't have like there's not a fundamental difference between the two. Like, yes, you're black. You're black. Yes, you're black. But when we say, like, niggas act like the word nigga doesn't mean a whole fucking variety of things.
Okay.
Like, when we're saying like he's not like, I don't look at him as one of them niggas. Like, I just don't. Like, it's not necessarily a slight to him. It's just like, nah, he's too pop. Like, it's just not that. It's not that. When I look at Drake, I'm like, that. Look at that. Like, he's a nigga, but he's not one of them niggas. Like, I just don't look at him like that. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, how do you look at Bronny? Is Bronny one of them niggas?
No, that's LeBron's son, nigga. You better act right. When he was smoking, I want to slap the shit out of him. Are you serious? No.
You better not put your fucking hands on Bronny.
No, but I'm just saying, bro. You, like, your dad has too much to lose. You over here blowing trees. The fuck are you doing? Like, I just look at it as a difference, bro. Like my girl's brother. He's a nigga, but he's not one of the niggas. Like, I can't the same. He's not gonna march anytime soon. I'm not saying niggas will go march. I'm just saying he's not championing nothing black. It's like, well, shit, we all got 24 hours. That's the energy. Like, you niggas could do it too. Like, I don't have time. Like,
this is everything you saying. I understand, and I'm not
okay.
This is the.
I just want to make sure you weren't faking it. Act like you didn't get it. Okay.
No.
Okay.
This is the Fresh Prince episode when they go pleasure sorority. And the OG Bobby Johnson is fucking with Will Tough because Will speak the language. He wear the shit. The bitches like him. And he not fucking with Carlton because he like, nigga, you had it too easy. And Carlton, nigga, I'm a nigga. When that nigga with that motherfucking mask come on, when they put them pics in the front yard, when they put them pics in the front yard.
Use Fresh Prince, that's not fair.
I'm just saying.
You locked it in. All right, I'll give you that. That's a good thing.
I'm just saying. Go ahead, Verse. My bad. I'm my bad.
What you saying?
No, continue. I said I swear it's my take though. I swear, literally.
Damn. Hey, let me.
I literally have Carlton Banks written on this as a, like, I've been letting you niggas cook, and the longer I let y'all cook, it's like I showed y'all my notes. It's like I showed y'all my notes. Like, no, it's all good. It's all good. The points are being made, but my what I'm adding to it is basically just my opinion on what you guys said, because I'm not adding anything new at this point. Yeah. So I do want to respond. Here, I'll go here first. I do think that Corey makes the best argument to the original question, which was why is Cole and Drake's white looked at differently? Why is there they're both half white? Why is it looked at differently? I think Corey makes a good point. And what I was trying to say before, Corey asked to just let y'all niggas cook. Is that I don't think what Corey is saying is that there's no other black. I'm sorry. He's not saying that there's no other black actors. He's basically saying that the role that Drake was playing is not a hip hop role or it's a different black role. Yes, he was black. That's why I said less is the wrong word there. Different is the correct word because I am a firm believer that black people are not a monolith. So therefore, if that is a true statement, then there is different types of black. This brings me to your point about black people viewing black as struggle as a black thing. I agree with that semi. Yes, I think black people do look at it like that, but I think they do because we have had a lot of fucking struggle. A lot of us, the majority of us struggle. And it's by design. So and then that brings me to Corey's point. When he said he's not one of us, I'm not so sure that Corey means he's not black as much as he means he's not the same type of black as me. I'm stripping away more or less. I'm stripping away more or less and what's better and what's worse. And I'm just saying it's different. It's a different experience. And what I was going to relate that to was fucking Carlton Banks and fucking Will and on Fresh Prince, how their experience was different. How it, and my episode I was going to resort to was the big one, when they got pulled over. How Carlton didn't even understand why Will was so mad. He felt as though, damn, they had a right to pull us over. But Will understood what was happening because the blacks are different. Yes, Carlton Banks is absolutely black, but the blacks are different. We're talking about if, and this is I'm stretching this a lot because neither one of them, Cole didn't struggle this much in his upbringing, and Drake's family wasn't this well off. But the comparison I think of when we talk to let's just what we all have seen. Good Times versus the Cosbys. Of course, I'm going way far.
Right,
Drake and Cole are, but there's a different black experience. If the little brother on
Good Times,
if the little brother on Good Times started rapping, we probably would view his rap as more authentic, and we would accept it more than if Theo started rapping. We probably would. Just because it's like, well, what are you rapping about?
You know what's crazy?
What is the experience and how it relates to me? Because for the most part, the hip hop community, especially in its inception and early on before it became the number one genre, it was us. And it was the people in the struggle. And it got taken to another level, of course, when we started fresh off of the White Rushmore discussion. It got elevated to another level once we started introducing pop into hip hop as well. So I think that Corey makes a good point. I think you make a good point as well. And what I will say is that I think both of y'all points kind of coincide with each other. I think that part of what Corey is saying also could be that people looked at the fact that he was on a TV show and related that to him having more success and him having money and him having a different upbringing. When really, I think a lot of niggas didn't even know much about his upbringing as much as they didn't know much about Cole's upbringing for real. A lot of niggas didn't even know Cole had a white mom for a while.
My take.
Corey as well. Corey said that he didn't. So a lot of niggas didn't know that, and that could have played a part to it as well. The fact that we knew from the beginning that this nigga had a white mom, and we didn't know that about the other nigga. And I just think that's because Drake lived it, and he lived it out loud more than Cole did. Not to say that Cole hid from being half white, because he mentioned it in some of his records for sure. But I think Drake lived it out loud a little more than he did. But I'm leaning more towards why I think niggas looked at Drake differently. That Nickelodeon shit is different, bro. That Nickelodeon shit, niggas look at that like you soft, like you a kid, like you're not this. It's not the same. Niggas don't look at Keenan and Kel like they hood niggas. We gotta really know their story to really know what happened with them or whether they came up in a struggle. But any nigga we see from kid or high teenage age being successful like that, we're gonna look at him differently. I think that's what it is. I think it's the success before rap, what we knew about him before rap. And even going to your last, I'll say this the last thing, going to your point about Quran, about some niggas intro being Best I Ever Had, my intro to it was best I Ever Had. That was the first time I heard Drake. But when I started talking about him, there were people that I was discussing him with that knew who he was and where he came from. And then they told me about it. I'm like, oh, for real? What? It still never changed how I looked at, because I don't look at them niggas white any differently. I mean, the niggas is black and they participate in music, which is black music that I really love. And I think both of them niggas are great. I personally don't view their blacks differently. Are their whites? I don't view their whites differently. I think both of them niggas is half white. Both of them niggas.
No way around it.
Yeah, both of them niggas grew up in because even Cole says he started living better when his mom got married again.
He moved off Forest Hill Drive. Yeah. Life got better. He went to college. He went.
He was struggling. He was struggling up there in college, but
that's a privilege to struggle in college.
The niggas upbringing
are to struggle at St. John's. That's a privilege. A lot of niggas didn't get the privilege to struggle at college. So when he's rapping about struggling at college, it's niggas who, I didn't graduate 10th grade. The nigga he was rapping about that he tried to buy the weed from and he like, nigga, how you looking up to me when I look up to you? I'm just saying, bro. Black people, a lot of black people, not every single black person. Black people equate white with better, black with struggle. Yes, it's systemic. Yes, it's brainwashing. 100%. I'm just not one of them niggas. So their black has always been the same to me. There's no difference how they behave, what they represent. That's something that they creativity, on purpose. Now, where I disagree with Verse a little bit, he did say it in bars and bars. I think him and Hove made it a pointed effort to leave out the fact that he had a white mom. If somebody was to ask him, he would say it. She wasn't with, like later on when he got bigger and it became wide known. Now she with him at the Grammys. She came to the billboards. I'm talking about when A Star Was Born, Blueprint 3, Mr. Nice Watching, when that run was gone, you couldn't even find pictures of his mom.
If I can interrupt you just to say this, because I want you to respond to it. I think that Cole was just secret. I think that Cole was just very private about his life.
That could be
that. We also didn't know about his woman for a long time. A lot of us probably don't even know what she looks like.
I don't know what she looks like. So that could also that makes more sense than my take. I'm probably wrong. That makes more sense than my take. Just knowing how much he loves his mom and how proud he is. But I mean, it's a business too. So he's a super duper smart guy, right? So I don't know. But like you said, because of the way Aubrey also, it's been him and his mom, everybody knew his mom was white. It's nothing to hide from. It's nothing to lie about. She's in all of his rhymes. His uncle is on the motherfucking the intro on why can't I? So Far Gone, like it's documented. I'm half white. My mom's white. My uncle's white. My grandmother is white. Like it's white. I'm white. They're white. It's not even a big deal. But I'll bar you niggas up and nobody makes better songs than me. That's always kind of been his thing. I mean, his first, he's rapping with Bun B and Wayne on his first major like project. Like this is, I don't know if you're talking to us or to your people, but you on mute, big dog.
Yeah, no. My daughter showed me her prom dress.
Fire. Are you renting her a Phantom so she can go to prom like everybody else?
No.
Oh, you got the Lexus truck?
I'm not liking it. I'm not
liking it. You got the Lamborghini truck?
I feel like I ordered a 4-piece dark.
Oh, you don't like it like that?
Too much thighs and legs.
All lies.
Too much thighs and legs. Too much.
Hey man, she grown, man.
She's not.
She's grown.
She's not grown. Anyways, I was talking to them, so my bad if I distracted.
Yeah, I just think the ideology of it all, man. Like when you look at whether it's middle class black or struggle black or Bronny absolutely wealthy, because he's not rich, he's wealthy. Black is black. So I don't know why it triggers me or bothers me, but I'm like, I don't like niggas like, because people have said that. Not y'all like, yeah, Cole's way more blacker than Drake. Why? Because his mom did worse? That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense at all. He's not more blacker. He's more relatable to you. He's not blacker. You can't be blacker.
Yeah, when niggas say more or less, to me that's going into bad territory. My bad, Corey.
No, it's cool. Do you remember when we were talking about the richest people in America list?
Yes.
And how like that's the reason why it's equated to less. Like white people in America never like this is real shit. White people never had to go through slavery in the country that they live in now. That never was a thing. They never had to deal with that. We don't need to go down history lessons, but they never had to deal with that. Niggas did. They persevered and put themselves in positions to do better and create shit for themselves and their fucking families, create generational type shit. But the percentage of niggas in the United States is so much different than the percentage of white people in the United States. So the percentage of people who have it as niggas is less. So no matter what, it's still looked at as less or struggle, if you will. So it's struggle to even get on an even playing field with them. So it's not that it's like we're knocking it or any. I'm gonna say for me, it's not that I'm knocking it. It's that I'm just looking at the numbers of the shit, like real shit. That's what it is. Niggas struggle more. The fucking redlining bank, how banks work with us, how credit companies work with us, how anybody going to try to go buy something that's designer, a foreign car, they try to overprice shit because they think your black ass is gonna buy it because you need the night like this. You niggas have probably seen the video of how they teach you. They used to teach white people how to sell to the Negro. And there's a whole fucking like.
That's why Cadillac is the number one brand in America.
Baby, you know what time it is.
And they said, "Hey, well, just give it to the niggas. They'll buy that
give
shit."
It to the niggas, and they turned it into what? Right? I just say I don't because I don't want anyone to misconstrue and be like, "Oh, this nigga think niggas are poor."
I know you don't know that. I know you know.
I don't think I know, but I don't want other people to see that and think I do. I don't think like that. I just feel like the way shit is set up in a country where we're the smallest, like literally the minority, but we have such an impact. It's so set up for us to like our impact to be a detriment to our own self. So the way for us to do well is to go again. Like the way the shit is set up is for us to hurt ourselves, to individualize our wealth and profit. And it only works for like small knit groups as opposed to them. When they do it, it's a part of the bigger piece of the pie.
That's like fire. That's fire. And that could lead us right into the Wallow video verse. That's fire.
Let's go.
Do you feel before we get there though, do you feel like it's less, Corey? Like people, more wealthy black people are less black than
No. I feel like that's when I say less, I just feel like the opportunity for black people to have wealth is less than it is for whites. And anyone could argue that shit. Like, what proves my point is the executive orders and the certain decisions that are being made in this administration in less than 6 months. Like, just even any accolades that niggas of importance have ever had. You want to remove funding. You want to make sure Harvard makes it difficult for poor niggas to get into school, and if they don't, you're gonna take fucking funding away from them. The Big Ten conferences pulling together to make sure this nigga can't put in policies federally that hurts the school. So if we're struggling in one end at Michigan State, Oregon, and UCLA is going to help us financially, and we're going to help each other to survive because this nigga wants to make sure people that he believes
stay poor.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So I don't think niggas are less. I think the opportunities we have are less, and I feel like that's a perpetuated thing by a certain group of people. That's just what it is.
Yeah. I'll say too, black people. Oh, you know what? This definitely goes into that video. Let me go ahead and pull it up ours right now. I'll say this to black people for sure, because a lot of what's going on seems like a lot of what's going on since the pandemic seems like a response to a lot of entrepreneurs sprouting up. Don't let your business die, man. Keep sticking with it. It might be a down moment right now, but don't give up on that shit. You can bounce back. The economy will eventually bounce back. I don't know when. I'm not an economist. I don't know none of that shit. I don't know none of that shit. But I know that I believe in America. I'm an American. I'm a patriot, and I do think the country, we will figure out how to make it bounce back. Pause. But so stick with it. I think everybody should stick with it. I'm going through it too, and I'm not just saying it from the outside. I'm going through it too. My business is struggling, and I thought I had some shit that, like, when I was during the pandemic, nigga, my shit was booming. Man, I was paying bills. Paying bills. Like, I was in a different tax bracket because I was working a 9 to 5 and I had a thriving business. Like, but shit is different now. This economy is different.
Yeah, it's crazy.